Hi, so I'm Jed Putterman. I'm one of the co-founders and head of engineering for Symmetri.
And I'm Stephen Wolf-Pineda, co-founder and chief growth officer for Symmetri. So Symmetri is on a mission to empower brands to win in the agent economy through an intelligent orchestration of AI agents and an always-on data fabric. Symmetri is empowering brands to learn, predict, and optimize every step of the customer journey, and that results in faster revenue and smarter business outcomes. So we're at a really exciting time because the whole customer experience is being radically transformed by AI. So we are now entering a world where everything will become agentic. There will be agentic commerce, agentic finance, and agentic marketing. And so now brands who have been talking to customers forever through storytelling, through their websites, through their pictures, they now need to learn how to talk also to agents. And that means you can't influence them with stories and pictures, you need to influence agents with data. So that is how we're really educating brands about this new agentic world. And that has to start with understanding your data. That leads to building a customer knowledge graph that's going to power your agents, and then we have to orchestrate them. And one of the agents that we have really seen in very high demand is around answer engine optimization, or AEO. So for the rest of 2025 and leading into next year, 2026, our go-to-market approach is really focused on education and truly enabling brands to understand the power of agentic marketing. So when we think about our ICP, we're really focused on Fortune 500 brands that really need to understand how to work with agents and how to unify their data that are going to power all these agents. And a lot of that has to do with the basics. A lot of these brands don't have their data house in order. So all of this starts with data. When you think about all of the pilots that brands are doing around AI, how do pilots lead to scalable projects, to scalable implementations? A lot of that has to do with Symmetri, helping these brands learn how to take their first steps towards agentic marketing.
Yeah, so we have a really unique data layer that both acquires and knows how to process data, but also more importantly, lets our agents share that data among themselves. So you take a company that has hundreds of millions of transactions, we're able to actually process those and make sense of it. And in cases where there isn't enough data for our agents, we're able to use synthetic data generation to actually generate data, or augment in cases where you have a combination of some data but not enough in potentially new markets. So using this, it's a power, it's a fuel really that's unique and gives our agents really special capabilities to go and synthesize and provide action based on company's core asset, which is their data. You know, they're a really unique place for us to grow up, and we are growing up right now and within. So they're providing, besides the obvious, which is funding for our operations, a level of expertise, which is really access, which is unusual for a company our size to have. So we have people who with years of experience on engineering and in marketing, in sales, that we have direct access that work with us on a daily basis in some cases. So our team is amplified by a multiplier. So we're not 10 people right now. We're a much larger team in terms of experience and number of years.